The next wave of business leaders won't just use AI, they'll master momentum with it, starting now. Welcome to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where visionary founders and driven business leaders turn artificial intelligence, automation, and scalable systems into real growth, real scale, and real freedom. If you're ready to break bottlenecks, reclaim your title, and scale smarter, this is your playbook. Let's dive in. Here are your hosts, Allie Porter and Elise Smith.
Welcome, everyone, to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where we explore how visionary founders and tech leaders are using AI to accelerate what's already working in their business. I'm Elise Smith, your AI business strategist with Millionaire Momentum AI Agency, where we help CEOs, marketing leaders, and others replace unpredictable client acquisition with AI systems that create freedom, consistency, and control. And today's guest is someone who has been building in AI a long time, and it's become a long time before it became a buzzword that it is today. So I'm joined by Vinit Agrawal, the founder and CTO of TARS, an AI SaaS company helping enterprises automate customer conversations through intelligent AI agents. Under his leadership, TARS has evolved from a no-code chatbot builder into an advanced AI agent platform that blends LLMs, retrieval augmented generation, and workflow orchestration, powering next-generation customer experiences. Vinit is passionate about the intersection of technology, product design, and human AI collaboration, helping enterprises bridge the gap between innovation and impact. So, Vinit, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. Great to be here.
Awesome. So let's start with your story. Tell us a little bit more about, first off, who you serve at TARS and how you serve them, and then, of course, how you got started with it in the first place.
Sure. So as you mentioned, that we are started as a chatbot builder product, a no-code chatbot builder, and right now we are in CX AI agent builder company, and we have been serving companies like any B2C company, like you have finance or banking institutions, you have insurance companies, travel companies, healthcare institutions. So any company which has a large customer base and they have to serve that customers with their support questions. They have to have conversations with them regarding their issues, their problems, or they want to have conversations regarding answering any questions while they're in pre-sales stage when they want to acquire them. So any any company which has a large customer base, we basically serve them through this automated conversational agents, which which basically helps them automate conversations, which otherwise they have to do through manual live chat person, right? So basically, we serve anyone who has a large customer base and they want to automate their conversations through automated conversations.
Wow, I love that. That is so cool. And have you always been like really into tech, or how did you get started with that?
Yes, I think I have a master's in pure maths, and even though I didn't like the subject back then, I was always interested in computers and programming, and always wanted to build something, and it was always fascinated me. And especially, I was interested in text analysis, and because I always felt that language is the bridge between humans and machines. And believe it or not, like I have been dreaming of a solution like ChatGPT since my college days, and I knew that technology was very far off. I didn't even believe that in my lifetime something like this could even happen.
Wow.
And sometimes it's just amazing to think that it just happened, and 3 years have gone by, and world is still the same. So I've been always passionate about solving this problem, and especially in the context of language interface. And that's what when I started with after college. I started this company after a few years of here and there, trying few things here and there. So I've been always passionate about technology.
I love that. Now, I believe based on our last conversation, you tested your first chatbot manually just to like validate the idea. So what did that early experiment teach you about how people actually want to interact with technology?
Yeah, so when we started, it's almost a decade now, back in 2016. we wanted to build a chatbot which will answer any question that the user asks, and it can actually do things for them, kind of like ChatGPT in a certain sense. But we did not imagine the solution in exactly this way. But very quickly we realized that we cannot build this technology. The technology doesn't exist, but we wanted to be there. So what we realized is that maybe we cannot build a general purpose chatbot, but we can build a solution which can work in a specific industry, maybe in travel space or maybe in food space or any specific vertical. So in order to understand which is the right industry, we actually rolled out a WhatsApp number, actually a number which people can message and they can text and they can ask any questions that they want. And we marketed it as something is a mix of humans and AI, which can answer any questions that they want. And we named it TARS, a bit inspired by the Interstellar movie. And very quickly we amassed a lot of conversations. I think in the matter of few months, we got some 15,000, 16,000 conversations, people talking to us in just one number. And that told us, that actually indicated that there's a lot of interest in people to interface with technology or get their questions answered or get something done through a very simple and a text interface. They don't want to get involved in figuring out an app or working with a website. So that's a key learning, that people were very excited about conversational interfaces. So after doing that, after experiencing that thing and talking to some 15,000 people and on the back end, it was actually, there was no technology. It was mostly us, which were answering those questions manually. And it got very overwhelming very quickly. So we took a pause on that, and then we took some time to figure out what to do next. And I remember very clearly at the time that okay, we don't have the technology right now to build to answer questions which the users are asking, but we do have technology where the chatbot or the agent can ask questions and get the answers from the users. And I don't know why I thought in that way, but somehow I thought in this way, and we ended up with a solution where the agent will actually mostly ask questions and not answer questions. And that is technology which is very easy to make. And the hypothesis was that the people will find value in this approach purely because of the interface itself, the conversational interface itself, or the chat interface itself, because this is a time when texting and WhatsApp and messaging was getting very popularity as well. So this was the hypothesis that we came out with, that we will replace your mobile website or mobile forms where people ask all the like companies ask for information, any kind of lead generation that they do. It happens all on mobile website, but the interface is really bad. So our hypothesis was to replace that very difficult and very cumbersome interface on a small screen of mobile interface with a chatbot, which is a very simple and text-based interface, and that itself has value. So we went with that. That was the hypothesis, and we tried that thing out. I remember making it on a weekend, very small prototype, and we showed it to a few customers, few prospective customers, and they liked it, and they put it out on their website, and the results came in just few weeks, and their conversion rate for those conversations very, very high compared to a typical form filling or a app-based system. And that's when we realized that there is something very valuable here. And that's how we started out as a solution, which is a replacement of a form, which will give you a better conversion rate. So that was the initial way that we came to this solution. And there was no AI back then. It was just a very simple chat interface.
And so when AI like actually came out, what were you thinking? Like when you actually got what you wanted with ChatGPT?
Yeah, that was a surreal moment, honestly. I remember there was a time when I cannot believe that why everyone is acting very normal, because it was these are the things that a lot of people, even in technology, never believe this will happen anytime soon. And it did happen in our lifetime. And using ChatGPT is like a surreal experience itself. So when it initially came out, my reaction was to just try different things, try different products, learn as much as possible about the technology, so that I can get my head around, okay, how this thing is working. So I think those initial few months, being a technical person, my interest was completely on just learning how things are working. And then slowly I got a realization that, okay, this technology can be used to solve a lot of these old problems, a lot of these old customer solutions and customer service problems, which are not really solved that well, honestly. There are still, I mean, if you talk to any bank, if you talk to any hospital, the experience is still very bad. You still have to wait on call lines. You still have to wait for live agent. There is no real solution to these problems even now. So slowly that idea started to form that, okay, this technology, which is very groundbreaking, can be used to solve some of the very old problems which has never been solved, and it's very highly valuable to solve them. And that's when we then to know that me and my team started to build a solution which is actually taking the platform to the next level, and building a new type of system.
Wow. That is so cool to be able to see it come to fruition, like this dream that you had, and to be able to see what it can do now, and where it's going in the future. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective there. So you've been in this industry for nearly a decade, it sounds like. And what were some of the biggest challenges that you faced scaling from like a weekend prototype to a multi-million-dollar SaaS company?
I think those in the initial days, the main challenge we always face to just to educate people, just to help them understand that this is a solution to a problem which they never thought it could be solved, or never thought it could be solved in this way. Which is, so initially when we started out, it was a conversion rate optimization problem, where we pitched that you replace your forms or your website with our chatbot, which is much more interactive, much more easy to use, and users can just text to this system like they're texting to their friends, and then they can get answer to their solution, answer to their questions and all, right. And as a result of this conversation, the chatbot will ask them for their name, their email, their phone number to book an appointment, or to uh, basically do any kind of, basically capture that lead into a CRM. So all this thing was not even people not even considered as a solution. So in those initial days, I think educating the market about how this problem can be solved with this solution was the major challenge. And I remember we scaled this. I think we back then we did a lifetime deal with AppSumo. So I'm sure you, or no, your audience must know about AppSumo deals. I think it's now there's a lot more of those, but back then AppSumo was quite unique in that. So we was speaking with the CEO of AppSumo back then, and we got our product, and and I remember him being very excited about this solution, because a lot of people have been asking for something like this, like a chatbot solution which can solve their problems. So I remember that is the main one of the early days when we actually scaled our product very well. We got some 2,000 customers from that in just less 1 week, and I think because of that we got a lot of great feedback, a lot of beta users, initial users, because back then the product was still very early on, and they were able to come to a platform. They can build things by themselves without any help. They can deploy, publish, they can actually customize their chatbot, publish it on their website, and they got actually results from it as well. So I think that was one of those moments where we actually saw, okay, this is actually a viable solution to a larger problem, and that gave us confidence on, okay, we should definitely keep on building on this thing and solving this same problem.
Yeah, I mean, when
So
you sell like 2,000 in 1 week, that's definitely proof, right?
yeah, yeah. So
I
this is
love.
back in 2017, 18, something like that.
Wow, that you're just pioneering the industry. I think that's amazing. So what shifts did you need to make as a leader of your team to be able to grow sustainably the way that you have?
Yeah, so I think a lot has changed in the last 3 years. A lot of things that were earlier not possible now, I think it's just a few lines of code. So and we have also changed our approach to solving this problem, and we have been re-architecting the whole our product from scratch. So basically we have been thinking of the same problem and solving it using LLMs, using agentic systems, using connecting with knowledge to build RAG pipelines to be able to answer questions in a very effective manner, and in a very high, with a bigger scope. Because earlier when we were making agents or chatbots, they can only answer very specific questions, or very like a list of FAQs kind of thing. But with this solution, you can actually users can ask a lot more questions, and it can actually cover your whole website and answer any questions coming from your website. And you can connect tools to take any actions as well. So so basically, that I think the main change that we have brought in is how we are approaching the problem and how we have rebuilt the whole product in a ground up manner. And that is, I think, that is the main thing, because after, I mean, if you talk about growth, you can have any kind of tricks or any kind of approaches, but at the end, people care about this product, the final, that's the solution that they actually want, right? And that is the case for us as well. Whenever, for us, it's always been how good your product is, and how it is actually solving the problems for customers, and that has been the priority for our team as well. And that has been the primary growth driver for us as well. So product has been the primary focus for us. Apart from that, we have been using coding agents for our product development. We have been using some interesting ideas to reach out to people as well, through scalable marketing techniques as well, using AI. So there are other things that we have also tried, but I think I would say the primary thing that we tried to do was to completely change our product and use the new technology, the newest technologies, to solve the same problems in a much more effective way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes sense. I mean, because you're a technology company, you have to stay on top of what's hot right now, and what's working, and what's going to give your clients the best bang for their buck. So I love that innovation is definitely part of your company. I mean, it's founded on that, right? Like your company wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for innovation. So how do you get your clients? Can you tell us a little bit more about like your sales funnel and what that looks like? Kind of peeking behind the curtain here.
Sure. So we have two channels, like inbound and outbound. For historically, we have been very focused on inbound channel, and we have been creating content, mostly writing content. From early on, we are writing blogs, case studies, and I think that has been the main driver for a lot of inbound traffic, inbound leads. Apart from that, one interesting thing that we have done is to create a lot of pre-built templates for chatbots across different industries. So imagine, if you are in banking or if you are in insurance, there are so many different use cases that people think about, be it credit card fraud detection, or creating a new account, or applying for a loan. So there are a lot of use cases for each industry. So what we have done, we have made, this is before LLMs, we have made some 2,000 different templates across like 20 different industries.
Wow.
And this is like a painstaking process of creating one thing at a time using our own product. So we have definitely leveraged our own product a lot, and you may figure out. So this is time when you didn't had any chat GPT or Claude to create this content. You have to go to and write this content manually.
It's
So
amazing.
this is the exercise that we have done, and it has given us a lot of inbound leads and inbound traffic. So this is, I think, this is one of the good hacks that we did. Uh, a lot of the companies do it as well. I think we picked the idea from some similar thing, and we applied that. Apart from this, we also did outbound as well. Traditionally, outbound has not worked out very well for us, but after LLMs, I think we tried something very interesting as well. So we built a feature in our product where you can just put your website link, and you can click a button, and it will crawl through your website, and it will find all the information and create a knowledge base out of it, and then it can answer your questions, any question that you want from your website. So this is actually a feature in our product, because a lot of our customers actually want something solution, very similar solution like this. So we try to use this feature to grow, and reach out to basically a lot of outbound companies, where we would take the website for that prospect, and we will create this pre-built chatbot which they can interact with and get a wow moment literally in a random email that they got, because this chatbot or this agent will answer questions from the website, which is a which has public data in it. And I think that has actually driven a lot of interesting like conversion rate for us, like higher conversion rate for us through the outbound approach. So this is one of the other hacks that we have tried, which again, in this case as well, we leverage our product a lot.
Yeah.
So I think leveraging our product is one of the core aspect of any hacks that we have done. So these are a few things that we have tried.
I love it. That's so awesome. So tell us a little bit more about your company. Where do you see TARS going in the next 6 to 12 months?
So our focus right now is to build the product to a next level. So right now, I think if you see and if you actually see what's going on in the market when it comes to actual real AI products, you'll see a lot of great demos and a lot of great prototypes. But when it comes to being production ready, especially for enterprise companies, I mean, that's a different story. And getting from demo to production is a hard road, especially for LLMs, which are non-deterministic in nature, and there are a lot of challenges with that. It's a new technology. They have hallucinations. They have a lot of other challenges. So I think we are on that track right now to make our product production ready, and we are creating a system which helps understand how well your AI systems are working. So primarily right now we are working on evals, evaluations, and testing systems, so that you can understand how well your agents are able to answer questions to your customers, and what is the level of that score, like how good of an answer it is. So it's like an equivalent of CSAT, which it will automatically evaluate and give you a score where you can figure out how well your agents are working, and you can compare that to how well your human agents are working, when you have to escalate things, when you have to where there's a gap in knowledge where you should add in your agent so that you can improve the future conversations. So a lot of these evaluation systems and analysis systems, that's what we are working on. And I think that is going to be a very game changing technology, because not only you have a system which works, but also you have a very clear idea about where it is failing, where it is actually excelling, where it's doing actually quite well, and what are the gaps that you can fill those gaps, and you can continuously improve that system and take it to the next level. So that is a primary thing that we are building on, that's cooking in the product, and we are super excited to launch that. And I think that will be a complete game changer when it comes to actually using these systems in the production ready and the enterprise ready environment.
100%. I love that. And once again, it goes back to that innovation. Like you have to just try things and see how it works. And especially because you already know your clients so well and their needs, that you can really adapt and give them what they want. So genius. So cool. Can't wait to see kind of where TARS goes in the future. So when it comes to lead generation and client acquisition, what's in your future there? What kind of things would you like to try? What kind of things have you never tried but maybe would be open to? That type of thing.
I think for us, there's always a question about how to get more customers. And so I think definitely one route that we're taking is to focus on our current customer base, because we've been in the market for a long time, and we have a huge customer base. And now we can solve a lot of interesting problems for them, which was not earlier possible. So one focus for us is to go deeper into our current customer base, and understand what other things that they want to automate, which was not even they were not even thinking, even we were not thinking, because the technology didn't exist before this. So this is something that we are trying to do, is to especially for enterprise customers, the expansion opportunities are very, very high. So I think that is the low hanging fruit for us there, where we talk to our customers. We are going and meeting them on a regular basis, understanding what are the things that they can do, showing them our newest features that we're building in the product, and that is actually giving them ideas. Okay, they can use this in here as well. So there are so many other possibilities. So I think that is the main thing that we want to focus on. Apart from this, we are focused on creating content. I think explaining what is going on, or rather, I think explaining and helping people understand this technology better is very, very important, because people still think it's a kind of magic or something else is going on. Obviously, there is, at some level, there is some kind of magic, because even I don't know how things are working at the more LLM level, because these are something big models trained by these big organizations. So, but we are not in the business of training models. We are in the business of using those models to build great applications. So, I think explaining these technologies to business folks, to business teams in enterprise companies, is very crucial, so that they can envision how these technologies can be used to build solutions which is not earlier possible. So we are creating content around that to educate the market about what all things are possible. And I think there's a lot of interest as well. People have been using ChatGPT and Claude, and they are literally, even now, every day, they are still getting blown away about what amazing things that it can do. So people are now very educated in terms of, okay, these are things are possible, but how they can use it in their own business and in their own enterprises, there's still a huge gap of knowledge and understanding. So that's another thing that we're doing, to create content with our uh, um, uh, with our video content to educate the market, so that they reach out to us, they come to us when it comes to solving those problems.
Love it. So cool. So this has been such a great conversation, just very insightful, and just such an example of, as I've said before, innovation in the space. And I love what you guys are doing and what you're planning on doing, and just the drive that you have behind your company. So if people want to learn more about you and your company, obviously they can go to your website, hellotars.com. But anywhere else they can connect with you?
They can connect me on LinkedIn. My name is Vinit Agrawal. But I think the best way is to connect to Hello Tars, and if you are interested, you can book an appointment with us, book a demo with us. So I think that's the easiest way.
Awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Well, great. Well, thank you once again, Vinit, for being here with us and just sharing your story and all the amazing things that you are doing at TARS. If you could leave the audience with one last golden nugget about AI and innovation, what would that be?
I think this is the best time to learn. Don't worry too much about what people are saying. Don't worry about you'll be left behind. I think a lot of these are fear mongering from the tech giants. But just to embrace things, just to learn things with an open mind, and ideas will come to you, and you will be able to solve things much more interesting way. So just learn things and embrace it.
Yeah. And learn at your own pace too. I mean, you may not be like Vinit, who's like totally obsessed with technology and AI and dreams about it. But just kind of do it at your own pace and figure out what it is that you want to learn, and then go learn it. So I think that that's a perfect tip. Well, thank you once again, Vinit, and thank you for joining the Mastering AI Momentum show. For all of our audience here, keep building, keep iterating, and keep creating momentum with AI as your edge. We will see you guys next time. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You've been listening to Mastering AI Momentum. If today's episode gave you clarity or sparked a breakthrough, share it, review it, leave us a comment, and show Ali and Elise how you're turning AI into ROI. And make sure you subscribe, because the next episode could be the strategy that unlocks your next level. Until then, build smart, scale fast, and let AI multiply your momentum.